Seth Miller. I'm a science teacher in 7th grade.
Ashley Hope, your representative.
Jamie Hofnagel, I'm social studies in 8th grade.
Ronette Wilder, a parent of 7th graders.
Okay. And that is our committee members. So we do have quorum. So we'll call this meeting to order. So, and then we do have a couple of guests. Ms. Meekins, were you able to get everybody in the minutes that we have the guests here today?
So I have Bolaños, Gillum, French, and is there another guest that I'm unable to see?
Yes, it's Mrs. Hohlfeld, Hohlfeld. I'm chatting with her. She's trying to get to where she can hear.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
All right, welcome guests. Hello,
This is Tara, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Sorry.
Right. Welcome.
Take this.
Ms. Hofield, you might want to mute your mic until, yeah, there we go. So first order of business is just a full business form from 413. And everybody has that emailed them a little earlier. So. Look, just need a motion to approve.
This is Ronette Wilder. I approve the. I make a motion to approve the meeting minutes from April 2020.
Okay.
Abby Clay, I second.
Okay. And we'll need a all in favor.
Aye.
Aye.
And any opposed?
Aye.
All right. We've approved the meeting minutes for 413. And then the next order of business is the agenda for tonight. I think I had the Title I plan on the initial agenda, but that will be one of the parts of the new business. I did leave field trips, PD requests, and fundraisers on there, but of course we don't have any of those right now. So.
I approve the agenda for tonight's meeting. This is Ronette Wilder.
Okay.
Mr. Miller seconds.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Second. Aye.
Okay. Any opposed? Okay, so the agenda has been approved for tonight. Public comment. We do have some public out there. Does anyone want to comment on anything? Are you sure, Mr. Gillum, you're not ready to comment on something?
It's my first SBDM meeting, and it's much more exciting than I imagined.
Great. All right, good news report. Of course, I think we've kind of had NTI up and going for several weeks now. So I know it's a tough situation for everybody, but I do feel like we've kind of got the hang of that from the school level at this point in time. So just shout out to all of our teachers that worked really hard to get this up and going, and a big shout out to all of our parents and students at home. I know it's been a tough situation for them as well, but had a lot of words of support from parents, and hopefully we've been able to answer any questions that you've had on those. PCAs aired on Saturday, a big success, annual People's Choice Awards, and we usually do this downtown at Northworthy Auditorium on each year, but we had to do it virtually this year, and Mr. French, who's in here with us, big shout out to Mr. French for producing the video, and Miss Allison French as well worked hard on that, and the PCA committee did a great job. So it was a really special moment. So, and I think this is the first year that we've had every one of our teachers hand out awards. So we were really happy with that. And we would be doing 8th grade promotion the same way. So we would be doing a virtual promotion as well for 8th grade. And I think that we're going to be ready to air that on May 27th. Did you get that confirmed today, Ms. Meekins? I know you'd sent an email about that.
Yes, sir. It's confirmed for the 27th.
Okay. So, so we'll have kind of a same situation for the 8th grade promotion. And then Teacher Appreciation Week. I think it was really successful last week. I know it was hard to do, but our admin staff and support team staff, we were able to visit all of their teachers' homes and hand out a treat for them last week. So that was special. We practiced social distance. We rang the doorbell and left a treat on the door. So, and then shout out to our parents who formed a little Facebook group and said all kinds of great things, parents and students last week about our teachers. So we feel like we made the best out of a tough situation and showed our teachers how much we appreciate them. So anything else to add for good news this week?
I just wanted to say that in my science class that I've had a lot of students doing great work and turning work in, and it's nice to see kids keep working hard and keep focused on getting education given all the circumstances.
Great. I attended a 6th grade Zoom class today, and it's great to see those faces, and they were really happy to see the teacher and Mr. Gibson as well. So we had a nice chat. So. All right, moving on to budget update. I did send these the budgets through the email today. First one is the Munis report, and we had our Section 6C money, carry forward money from last year, and we had until April 30th to spend that on our school supplies for next year. Proud to say we have spent all of that. Is that correct, Ms. Meekins?
That is correct. I believe we were 97 cents over.
Okay, 97 cents over. So very good job there. So basically, we bought all the supplies that we need for 2021 next year. And then what you will see on the budget report, the 70,332, that's the money that we will ask to carry forward for next year. So in June, this budget report everything will be zeroed out, so it'll look completely different when we look at it in June and in July. So any questions about the Munis report? All right, and then the next page is the school activity fund ledger. So those are just the school activity accounts that are generated by our clubs and sports and teams, and money that supposed to be spent on this academic year on students. Now we'll see there's a lot of totals in some of these grade level funds and clubs that we will have to ask to carry forward to next year because we did not get to finish out the school year. So a lot of these accounts should be in pretty good shape going forward for next year, for as long as we get to start with kids and get to have activities as usual next year. So any questions about school activity funds? All right, rolling along. Staffing update. We did have one job advertised since we last met, and that was for a special education teacher. And we were able to conduct those interviews last week. And we have, the committee decided on a person, and we have submitted that name for the central office for the job. I don't think I can say the name yet because all the paperwork hasn't cleared on that. But if you are part of that committee, well, yeah, I think I can because never mind. It is Kristen Howard that we have selected for the position. So, and the committee did a great job, and I think we have a great candidate for that spot. So, in terms of hiring, we have 3 waves. So I always call this the first wave of hiring. There's many positions that we have that we gained in terms of our staffing for next year. Then you'll have wave 2 that will start, in the summer. And that could be any positions where somebody may have left to take another position. And then wave 3 is in the fall of next year, once we have our day 4 count. And if we come in and our enrollment is where it's projected to be or over, then there could be additional staff that we add after day 4. So we're early in the first wave right now. So, but there could be things that happen over the next few weeks for other positions that we'll be looking for. So, any questions about staffing? All right, going on to new business, and first up on new business, first item is Title I plan. Ms. Bolaños, are you out there?
I'm here.
All right.
Hello, everyone. I'm Ms. Bolaños, and I work in our Youth Services Center, and I'm also our Title I rep this year. I am going to share my screen to show you all a few things that we're going to go over. Title I is a federal program that assists our school with funding and with resources. And there's a few things that we do every year to stay in compliance with the program. And we'll go over just a few of those as soon as I get my screen shared. Let's see. Okay. So can everyone see the screen here? Okay, wonderful. So the first piece that we're going to go over today was our student parent family survey results. These are sent out once a year. This was sent out in February and open until April this year to our families at Leestown. And it addressed the following topics: school climate, opportunities to provide input to the school, familiarity with the FCPS mission and their plan, progressing towards the mission, and district communication. Leestown had an overwhelmingly positive result with the majority of the survey. And this will be available for all of our stakeholders to view in depth. But one screen that I want to show you all will kind of summarize where our strengths were on the survey. So the highest ranking items on the survey were the opportunity to support their child's school by attending school-sponsored opportunities, events, and activities. They felt that their child has friends at his or her school, that their child is safe at his or her school, and that their family feels welcome and feels respected. So we're really happy with those results. One of the items that we are going to work on is communication. And that will take me to our next piece, which is our engagement plan. So part of Title I, we create an engagement action plan each year. And one of the goals that we have set this year is to make positive contacts with at least 75% of our classroom families within the first month. This will be something that all of our staff members are responsible for. We will do this by sending postcards, good news cards, super achiever cards, and we document this in PLP. And we will structure our learning nights to focus around our interactive student displays and to continue to include the academic component there. So that is part of our family engagement action plan. And then another piece of Title I that we focus on each year is our family engagement policy, which is up to date. So we will not update that, but I'll let you see what that looks like. Those go out at the beginning of each school year. So we will send that out probably in September. Let's see. Let's get you guys down here. And our learning compact. So the only thing that we will need to update here is our logo and our year. These will go out in our first day folders that teachers are able to read over and sign. Our principal, Mr. Gibson, signs this and agrees to his responsibilities. Your student's teacher will sign this to agree to their responsibilities, and then parents and guardians will sign. And then lastly, I don't have a visual for you, but we will talk about our planned events and activities for the year. So each year we will do 5 events. This year that will involve our open house event where families are able to come to the school. It might look a little different with everything that's going on, but we will do something to invite our families to see how the school year is starting and see how they can be involved. And then, of course, we will do a content night around each of our core components. We'll do an ELA night, a science night, a math night, and a social studies night. And that concludes our Title I update. Now, I figured out how to share my screen, but I'm not sure how to unshare it.
That's fine.
Okay.
Ms. Bolaños, and then just Title I is we qualify for Title I if you have a certain percentage of your students receiving free or reduced lunch, and we are around 70%, maybe more like 68, but close there. So we use Title I dollars to buy resources for our students and also help pay for extra staff, additional staff members for our school. So we take Title I very seriously, and those parent nights are ways that we bring parents into the building. We have to have those 7, like Ms. Bolaños said, throughout the year. Now, I guess if the school's on a different schedule starting next year, I'm sure that will look a little bit different. Correct, Ms. Bolaños?
Yes, it will definitely look different.
Okay. All right. Any questions about our Title I plan? All right, we would just need a motion for council to accept the Title I plan as written.
Ashley Holt, I move that we one plan as provided. As written.
Jamie Hoofnagel, I'll second that.
Okay. All right, all in favor?
Aye.
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 Okay, any opposed? All right, so Title I plan is accepted, and we just received those survey results. Like Ms. Bolaños said, we had a good turnout for that. A goal for each school to have at least 30% of your parents complete the survey. We were in the 50s, so great job, Terry. Just thinking that really helps us have our action plan for the next school year. So we will get those and hopefully have a link and get a parent newsletter and send it out through IC so parents can see a summary of that survey without that. So, with that, no field trips or fundraisers. Is that correct, Ms. B?
Okay. Are we ready? You said for field trips and stuff?
Yes.
Yes. So at this time, there are no field trip requests.
Okay.
Professional development requests. There are none at this time. And there are no fundraiser requests at this time. Ms. Clay gave that a thumbs up.
Okay. All right, that's all the agenda items that I had for May. We'll let the council know, if we have vacancies and there could be one coming up soon. Once everything is finalized, I will let you guys know, and we will invite you to the interview committees on those. And like I said, there could be one in the next couple of days once things get finalized from downtown. Then also for next items for June, we will have to look at our schedule. May or June, we need to always look at our schedule assignment time, staffing assignment time policy. And just making sure that, we've got staff assigned to the right amount of instructional time. We're still tweaking that a little bit and still also waiting on some guidelines from KDE about next year. So, but I hope to have those in place and we'll be able to talk about that in June. So, anybody have anything else? We would just need a motion to adjourn at 5:23.
Abby Clay, motion to adjourn.
All right.
Seth Miller, second.
All right. Meeting has adjourned at 5:23. Thank you, guys.
Have a great